Hi everyone, I'm Jessie Granlund, Partner Account Manager for ClickDimensions, and in this video I'm going to talk about how using CRM and ClickDimensions you can track all of your web visitors who are browsing around on your site. We can track every visit, every page view, and even how long an individual was on a particular page. So I always like to talk right away to set the base, just show you how we view web tracking and data modeling and how we bring this data into CRM. So when someone comes to your website, what we'll do is we'll store that visitor under the anonymous visitor section in CRM, and we will put a cookie in their browser. We'll track geographically where they're coming in from, their company name, and even though we don't know who this person is, they're still anonymous to us, we can still track their whole visit, every page view that they've had. So once this anonymous visitor eventually tells us who they are, and they can do that two different ways. One of them is by filling out a form on your website, and the other one is clicking on a link in a ClickDimensions email. So once they do one of those two things, ClickDimensions will automatically convert this person to a leader contact in CRM, deactivate the anonymous visitor record, and then push all the old browsing history into the new lead and contact record, so nothing is ever lost. You always have that full 360-degree view of everything this person is doing on the site. So where this translates into CRM and ClickDimensions is under this Marketing tab under Analytics. So this is where all of your web analytics are going to be. If I show you the IP organizations here, this is where we can see when someone comes in from a specific IP address. So ClickDimensions creates a record for it, finds out geographically where it came from and what business the IP address belongs to if they've registered their IP. We can also, if we click into any of these, see how many visitors came from that organization. So if there's more than one person visiting from that IP address, you're going to be able to see that. Then we have this anonymous visitor section. So this shows each unidentified visitor who's browsing your site. Again, when someone visits your website for the first time, we create this anonymous visitor record, track all the pages they viewed, assign a lead score to them, and when these visitors identify themselves through filling out forms or clicking on an email, we'll check first to see if there's already a leader contact in CRM with their email address. So if yes, we'll send the information to that record. If not, ClickDimensions will create a new leader contact record with the submitted information, and this anonymous visitor is deleted. So you have the ability to use the native features that CRM gives you, like the ability to set up different views. For instance, maybe you want to see, just a geographic region, anonymous visitors coming in a geographic region. I know this is popular with a lot of the sales teams. Here's the region that I cover. I don't necessarily need to see every anonymous visitor coming in, but here are the ones that just I care about. So you have the ability to come in, create your views, and see just the data that you need to see. And the same thing with visits. I have a default view set up as a salesperson so I can see just my contacts who have visited in the month. But of course, marketing people tend to want to see all the visits. So here's where you can see a report of all the companies that are coming in, visiting your site. If these people are leads or contacts in your CRM, identified visitors, you're going to be able to see that. You can see where they're coming in from, their referring host. If they're coming in from Google or Bing and typing in keywords, you're going to be able to see that as well. If I scroll over, I can see how long this person was on our site, how long their visit was. This is in seconds, the lead score they accumulated on each visit, how many pages they looked at on each visit, and these are all times, so I can see even people that are visiting my site right now. So I can also do different views. Maybe I want to see visits from social, see which social site is giving me the most hits. Well, again, you can use all the native features that CRM gives you. Maybe you want to see this in a graphical way. You can very easily do that. So you also have the ability to see this from page view perspective. So every page that you have the ClickDimensions tracking script on is going to be visible in CRM for you. So this is just a different way of seeing it, and really great for if you have certain pages that you want to keep a close eye on. Maybe you have certain teams that want to keep their eye on very specific pages. It's easy for them to do that. One thing that I like to do is keep an eye on just my contacts who are visiting the blog site. I can send that view, so that's exactly what this view is. This is my custom view, but of course if we have a pricing page, I could set views. I have views set up for just our blog page, one of our landing pages, I could set up views for whatever page I want. So just a different way of seeing the data as they come in. So not only can you see these analytics from a aggregate view, but you can also look right on a lead and contact record and see every visit that any of your leads and contacts who have identified themselves have had with you. So this is a lead and contact record, and right under visits here, I can see every visit that this individual's had with us. Say he has about 7 visits. I can scroll over and see how long he was on the website on each visit, the lead score he accumulated with each visit, and how many pages that he looked at. So if I click into one of these more qualified visits, he's got a pretty high lead score here on this particular visit, but I can see he looked at 9 pages on this visit. I can see that he typed in click dimensions in a Google search to get to us. This is where he came in on our entry page, clickdimensions.com. I can see that he left looking at our tour page. I can even go in and see all of the 9 pages that he spent time on our website and how long he was on each individual page. So to wrap up the conversation on web analytics, all you need to do is place the Click Dimensions tracking script on your web pages to begin tracking all of your web visitors into CRM. A great way for sales and marketing teams to have visibility into what interests your prospects, what interests your customers, and equipping you to make better business decisions with better data. And for more information, contact our partners at CRM Dynamics.